this is a topic that fans actually asked for, and I think this was a good podcast to shove it into because I didn't have extra topics. But should DC go back to producing standalone films without having to worry about one giant continuity? That's the big question we got asked. Honestly, I feel indifferent about this one, and here's my reasoning. As much as I love a shared universe like Marvel has done, I feel that Warner Brothers is struggling a little more, and I feel that a lot of their more standalone films have worked out better. So if they see it fit to just do standalone movies that end up being good, then I think they should just stick with that, honestly. Like, don't hold back because of a shared universe, right?
Yeah. I've been saying it for a while now. You got to go either or. You can't be a little bit of both. You got to go either full time on the shared universe or full time on standalone. You can't go either or. It just messes everything up. Look, they try to do that Justice League Mortal and probably do a shared universe with that while also doing Returns and Batman Begins. You can't go either or. You can't dip your feet in both of them. You have to just stick to one pool in a sense, I guess.
See, I feel like I'm getting enough of the standalone stuff for their animated movies. If I want to watch a DC standalone movie, just watch like Under the Red Hood or whatever.
Yeah, but even the problem with that right now is like people hate that it's trying to be a shared universe. Remember that? Like,
oh yeah.
So I think they're trying to get away from that, but you can't do both. Like they're trying to do both with the animated stuff, and that's not working out either because you're either doing worse than both, or maybe a little bit good in one but still bad in the other. Like you just got to do either or. You can't keep having both. Like, I mean, you can't have two side chicks. You know what I mean?
I mean, it depends how good you are, really. Yeah.
I mean, true, I guess. If you're Leonardo DiCaprio, you could go on a date with two girls in the same day. Apparently, that happened. You're crazy.
I mean, he's Leo. No,
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's weird because hypothetically, let's say you're Warner Brothers, right? And in the next 3 years, you're going to put out, I don't know, 4 movies or something. And let's say you put out the Joker standalone, you put out the Joker Harley Quinn movie, you put out, I don't know what the hell else they're putting out. What Shazam and something else. And imagine if the standalone ones do better. Like they get better critical reviews and people are like, these are way better. Suddenly that shared universe you were building, that flashpoint you're building up to, you're like, because it's carrying the baggage of all that shared stuff, which they already kind of have some trouble with marketing and getting onto people, which we're going to talk about in just a little bit, how that might affect Justice League. But it's a weird situation I think they find themselves in because there's so many cooks in the kitchen in Warner Brothers that they all want their voice heard, you know?
Too many cooks. Yeah, I don't remember
They
that.
better
Yeah, I
start
don't
handing
remember
out
too
some
many
pink
cooks.
slips then.
Wait, well, I mean, you make a point in that, and I just wanted to bring up, like, you could have technically both, I guess. The TV version could have been the shared universe, because it is technically a good shared universe at the moment, no matter how, like, cheesy the shows are or whatever. It still does good in, like, where the characters are and how they interact and making sure everything, like, takes place around the same time or doesn't, whatever, you know, the shared universe stuff. And then you could have had the movies be standalone.
Yeah.
But because Marvel's doing both, of course, everything is connected, but you could have technically had the TV show and the movies, like, one be a shared universe, one not. But, you know, it is what it is. They are where they are right now.
Yeah.
So.
And it's weird when you look at Warner Brothers, how many different aspects there are to their, like, I want to say, like, hierarchy of properties, because it's such a weird balance of how they're dealing with stuff. Because, like, just this past week, we figured out about the whole, you know, like, Deathstroke thing. They're like, yeah, Arrow, you can't use him no more. And then the moment he's kicked off Batman and Matt Reeves comes in, they're like, here's Deathstroke back. Use him all you want. We have no plans for him anymore. It's like that sort of weird disconnect that I think is holding back all of these projects, you know?
I still feel like that whole what did they used to call it? Damn, I'm forgetting the word, but they used to have a word for it where you couldn't use like the same characters, but I still think that's like gone.
The embargo?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I can't even think of that word, but I still think that was gone since Nolan left, to be fair.
You would think,
I don't
and
think
like
it's there.
they tell you, oh, it doesn't exist, but then like you have that actress that played White Canary who was like, they wouldn't let us use these characters because of this, and then they're like,
That's still weird. Yeah, you're right. That's kind of weird. Yeah.
It's a weird scenario, and obviously there's still embargoes. Like Fox owns TV rights to Batman, so you're never going to see Batman in the CW verse unless they can reach an agreement. And Gotham is still somehow on the air. I don't know.
You saw Superman on Supergirl. It's like you legit saw Superman. And Superman's in the movies, so maybe it's just a Batman thing.
Yeah, it has to be.
Which is weird. I don't know why. Like, who cares about Bat? I mean, I guess a lot of people care about. They make the most money, but I don't care about Batman that much.
Nope.
Like, so it's just weird.
Yeah, it's. And how do you guys think? Like, I guess this is a good topic to bring it up in here. Teen Titans Go is getting a movie.
Why?
Teen Titans.
Why?
They want to sell more
Cartoon?
toys, apparently.
Yeah. The crappy little awful cartoon is getting a full feature film in theaters, like an animated film. Like, why? Why?
I guess they realize that it can make a lot of money with kids, but that's just weird. Like, in terms of what's the word I'm looking? It's in terms of like your presence with the community. It's just weird because a majority who are active and vocal don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume
I think this was coming off of like San Diego Comic-Con, where they actually had, I think it was some posters where they had the original Teen Titans beating the shit out of those Teen Titans Go characters.
I remember that. Yeah.
It's,
I don't know. I mean,
I feel weird about the Teen Titans Go anything because I hate it so much. So, and I don't know.
It's not even on my radar. Like I forget it exists, to be honest.
Well,
the
Cartoon
only
Network
Titans thing
it's I think it's been like
That's
having
true.
like a marathons constantly. I think like 4 days out of the week you'll have a marathon of Teen Titans Go.
Well, kids love it, and kids are stupid right now, so that's what it tells you. But the only Titans thing you should care about is the Titan show that's gonna come out because it has Alan Richardson and Minka Kelly. That's gonna be pretty dope, and then it has a Nightwing in it. And like, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward.
I'm excited to see Titans, but not this Teen Titans Go bull crap. Get out of here.
TV show.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.